Hi everyone, my name is Amy. I'm the CEO of 724 Care Call Center here in Cebu. We have been in business for 15 years and I'm making this video, or we make this our Facebook page more active than often or than before, because we have a big ramp with our existing clients right now. That's the reason of my several videos in the past where I'm trying to help those people without call center experience pass the initial and the final interview. Okay, there was this video that I made that I wasn't expecting to get a lot of reactions, and that video was the second part of a live interview. It was the second part of a live final interview. Now in that video, I was asking the applicant two questions, actually three. I was actually asking first, what motivates you when you're at work, which she actually nailed it down. Then I asked her to answer a certain situation at work. How would you react if a customer will cuss or scream at you over the phone? And then the third, I was asking her to sell me a certain product. Now, this is the funny part, because the product that I asked her to sell me was a play-doh. Okay, you know the play-doh? Okay, I asked her to sell me a play-doh, and then the applicant didn't really know what it is. So I was trying to help her out by saying it's like a dough where kids usually play and make forms, right? My kids love playing those things. So when I said it's like a dough, I didn't say, what I meant was, it's like a dough, you know, the masa ng pan. When you're baking a bread, when you mix the dry and the liquid ingredients, after that you will make a dough, right? So that's what I meant. I said it's like a dough, but kids usually place and make forms. But then it did get a lot of reactions from my co-Filipinos, as usual. A lot of hate reactions. Some people are saying that you cannot even explain what is a dough. Well, I think I did explain that it's like a dough that is soft and you make forms and the kids usually plays with it. I couldn't say it's like a clay because I know clay is different in texture. It's a bit harder. Dough is more pliable and more easy to make forms, and usually the kids play dough, not clay. Okay, so anyway, so that's the arguments there, and a lot of Filipinos. I'm sad to say that Filipinos usually are so critical when it comes to things. I don't know why, but I wasn't really condescending. That's why I did switch and look around on my table what other random things I could find, and then I found hot sauce. So I said, okay, sell me a bottle of hot sauce instead. Now there's this one lady who made a comment saying, what did she say? She said, it's a fucking clay, stupid woman. Galing ni ate, may breeding. I like your comment. And there was this one also said, how could you be an interviewer when you cannot even explain what's a play-doh? And I'm thinking, if I have to explain it to the applicant, what is this thing, and try to sell me something that you don't even know, then what's the point of asking the question, right? So that's why I said, okay, how about a hot sauce? So I diverted into another product. And there's this one guy Let me see, some guy who apparently, I don't know, some big shot HR who really made several comments, by the way. And most of the comments always points to how good of an HR he is. Kudos to you, because you are probably the best in your field. I don't have any human resource background. I'm a self-made person. And oh yeah, I remember. And he said, oh, I used to interview people in the hotel industry. And then we have structured questions for specific type of personnel, etc., etc. Well, yeah, good for you. What we're interviewing right now is a level 1 call center agent, specifically those aspiring applicants who doesn't have any experience whatsoever. Okay, I'm not interviewing for a managerial position, or I'm not interviewing for somebody who's going to be site director. I don't need it to be structured. These people that I interviewed already passed the initial interview, which means that their communication skills are okay. But in the second part of our interview, what we're looking for are those people who have the brain to think outside the box. So there's really no right or wrong answers in all the questions that we throw at you during our final interview. Well, I'm speaking for myself, by the way. So there's no wrong or right answers, but what we're looking during the interview is, or when you answer the questions, what we're trying to look is how fast you can react to the question. Okay, even if you have so much grammar, it doesn't matter. You already passed the initial interview. That means the person who interviewed you knows that it can be fixed. Okay, but in the final interview, what we're trying to find out, if you have the IQ to be able to think outside the box. And number 2, we're looking for those people who can self-motivate. Okay, of course we get motivated by money, but we're also looking for those people that value knowledge, who values work, and who values family inside the organization. Okay, so for those people who commented that, why not speak Tagalog na lang? I'm sorry, I feel so embarrassed with my Tagalog. I'm not so confident with my Tagalog. So I cannot speak in Tagalog, really. I can understand, but when I'm talking in Tagalog, then what's the point of doing the interview? Okay, so it's better that you guys are prepared whilst you are still in the interview process, or while you're still in the training process. You are prepared, and you have the right expectations of what to expect during the call, actual call. Are you going to be speaking with Tagalog? No, you're going to be speaking with North Americans and Australians. So we are trying to set proper expectations, because if we change our accent, if we change our accent into a Filipino accent when we're speaking in English, then what are we teaching you for? What are we teaching you when in the actual call floor, that's not what you're going to be hearing? Okay, so if we're going to be teaching you something else that is not realistic, how do you think you will do well? How do you think you would do on the actual call, right? So we're trying to set proper expectations. So for those people who find this videos not useful for you, just go click on the next Facebook video. Okay, I would say stop the hate and just try to build it. Let's just try to build each other up. I'm not pretending to be perfect. I'm far from perfect. but I'm very much eager to learn. Let's not try to shove away those aspiring applicants by telling them this and that, because everybody deserves a chance. You probably are experts in the call center already, and this video will not serve you. So yeah, just go on with your life. Click the next Facebook video. But for this video might be helpful to other people. So yeah, just be happy for them. Okay? Thank you. Adios.